you definitely don't need a antique table that your wife just had you pick up. So more to follow. All right, hey guys, Travis here with Project Follow On. When I left the Army in 2020, I left active duty in December of 2020, spent a few years in the reserves, wasn't for me. I started a tree service because I really had no idea what I was gonna do with my life at that point. And the problem was I had no understanding of the equipment that I needed or how to safely access the tree. I definitely didn't really know how to sell jobs, so that was a learning curve in itself, and maybe I can speak to that in a future video. But essentially what I'm doing here is trying to demonstrate in the shortest amount of time possible how you can safely access the tree and what equipment you're going to need to do that. This is something I've learned to love. I love tree climbing. I love working with my hands, chainsaws, all the above. But there is a way to do it safely, and I'm hoping that this is helpful for you guys. Even if you're not going to get into tree climbing, it's hopefully inspirational as far as moving into some sort of trade or skill set that you can apply and hopefully make money for your family and provide well. So yeah, let's get into it. All right guys, so the first thing, you're obviously going to need your rope. I'm climbing SRT, so I'm going to use a stationary rope technique. So I'll use a knee ascender. That's what this is. This is a foot ascender. We'll go on my right foot. There's a couple different types of climbing devices you can use. This is called a rope wrench. This is the first thing I learned to climb on. And then this is the Rope Runner Pro. Every good arborist needs a couple throw lines. Don't ever show up to a job with just one. And then please climb with a helmet. And obviously you guys already saw my tree climbing harness. I'm running the Tree Motion Teufelberger Tree Motion saddle right now. I also have a Monkey Beaver saddle right here, and I use that mostly for removals. Other than that, that's just some basic stuff that you're gonna need to be able to get into the tree. You definitely don't need a antique table that your wife just had you pick up. All right, at this point, I am going to set my line. Okay, so I'm just gonna do a kind of a lower branch, trying to find something that's about the size of my calf. So that this one right here is like a 6-incher. I'll try to hit that. See how many times it takes me to get this with the throw ball. Oh, one. Oh, nope. That was horrible. This time. Yep. That'll be all right. Usually you want to hit something that's lateral, but I'll be able to swing that back over. All right, so then I'll come over here and just going to clip this on. Now you can, if you think you're gonna get stuck, it's usually good to take this throw line off the ball, but at this point I think we're safe to just leave it on there. So I clipped on a carabiner, and here we go. Send the rope right up to the top, as long as your rope bag doesn't try to grab it. And then when you're pulling your rope back up, it's good to just put your line right back down into the throw cube. All right, there we go. Just popped it over. Bring it down to me. All right. When you're done with your throw cube, always dress that up. Huh? I'm recording right now.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Oh.
So you're live.
Oops.
You can be in this.
Look how pale he looks.
What's that?
So look how pale he looks.
I know. All right, so I'll get that over there. Okay.
I don't want you getting too many views.
If I if I have him in there, it's gonna be 1 million views. All right, so try to show you this. I'm just gonna use what's called an alpine butterfly. So we got 3 wraps. Take the middle.
Put your hand out more.
What are you doing, GoProing?
Yeah, I'm GoProing. All right, so this is what it looks like. And then I'll take the end of my rope, put it through the butterfly, and I'll send it up. Right there. All right.
What are you doing?
What's that?
What are you gonna do?
I'm just gonna go up there.
Oh, you're not gonna cut anything.
I'm not gonna cut anything. I'm just trying to show how you can get into the tree. Okay, here you go, guys. This is the Rope Runner Pro. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on one notch at a time. Okay. Alright, now I have a climbing system capable of holding my weight. Put this on there. See how if I pull down on it, it's not going anywhere. And the Rope Runner Pro is kind of cool because you can adjust the settings right here to your weight size. So, alright, so at that point, bring it down to my saddle and I will hook in. Let me flip that over. And then I'm gonna sweat it out a couple times. Make sure my tie-in point's nice and secure. All right, now foot ascender. Step up. And at that point, hook up my chest carabiner. Now I have suspenders on, but you can buy like a chest rig that will raise up your device. All right, last thing is the foot. And all right, now I'll just start climbing.
Just want to start taking baby steps at first, and then you can kind of like speed it up a little bit. See, that branch is more than enough. It's probably 8 inches. All right. And then when I get to this point, I will usually clip in. All right. Now, if I wanted to, I could start moving around the branches over here. Obviously, this is not where I would normally tie in. I would probably try to tie in way above me, probably another 20 or 30 feet. The point of your high tie-in is so that you can access as much of the tree as possible without having to move it or do redirects. But yeah, now that's some 101 right there. And this probably took me, I'm not even kidding, probably took me about 6 months to figure this out. I self-taught YouTube climber. I've never worked for I've subcontracted, but I've never worked for another company as like an employee, so don't forget to take your chest harness off either. But yeah, that's now I'll just feather this thing and I'll just go on down. This thing's pretty buttery.
Alright guys, well, I hope that was helpful in some aspect. Again, it probably took me 6 months to learn how to do that by myself, and hopefully you don't have to go through those same hiccups and just the arduous task of trying to train yourself on how to do this. I wanted to shout out KC Laser Company. KC Laser Company made these hats for me, Project Follow-On hats. And Brett Jackson is the owner. He's a super cool guy, and I really appreciate his work. I mean, you can see it's high quality stuff. So thanks a lot to their company. And again, if you have any questions or comments, please ask away, and I'll try to put out something that's helpful for you guys. If you have specific questions about gear or knots or anything like that, just trying to bless some people and hopefully make things a little easier on you. So God bless you guys, and we'll see you next time.